Good morning, students. Today's your first topic, crop production and management. It is the first chapter of class 8 in which we study about crop production and management. We start your online class since 10th April. We given you all PDF and photos related to this test. Today, class time, I study you what is crop production. Before you know crop production, you must know what is crop. What is crop? Any plant that are grown in a large scale in a field are known as crop. It means if we grow any plant in a big field, that is known as crops, such as wheat, gram, pea, etc. are known as crop. And crop production, what is crop production? Crop production means to produce crops in a large scale that are known as crop. And the crop production is the all processes that are required for production of crops, and all many works we have to done in crop production. All works are known as, in one word, agricultural practices. Agricultural practices. What are agricultural practices? Agricultural practices, there are many things that we done to grow crops are known as agricultural practices. The main agricultural practices are: first, preparation of soil. Preparation of soil. What is preparation of soil? Preparation of soil means we have to ready soil to prepare crops. How we prepare crops? To prepare crops, we need to tilling the soil. What is tilling? Tilling means plow the soil and turn the soil, topsoil, loose soil, and give them proper warmth, as warm that crop can grow properly. This is known as the preparation of soil. To prepare soil, we use plow in ancient time, but in modern times we use not plow. Instead of plow, we use tractors with cultivator, and after it we plane the soil with jockey, and after it second process is sowing. For sowing the crops, we must know about the season, and what season is present, which seeds are we must grow, which seeds we grow to proper cultivate soil. To know this, we know about two main seasons in India. What are crop seasons? Crop seasons. Firstly, Kharif, and secondly, Rabi. Kharif season, the season, rainy season, is also known as, in agricultural term, Kharif season, and second season, Rabi season, is also known as agricultural term Rabi season, that starts on winter. Kharif, mainly Kharif crop are paddy, that are in your home names rice, but in science rice is grown as name of paddy. And Rabi season, main crop is wheat. The main cereals in India are wheat and rice are main crops that most of Indians use these crops. Kharif season and Rabi season, we know after the according to season we sow crops, we sow according to season we seeds. Before sowing we seeds, we must know the seed is healthy or not healthy. To observe what seed is healthy or not healthy, we use water. The seeds that float on water are not healthy, but the seeds that settle down on the bottom are known healthy seeds. So you know healthy seeds. Now what is sowing? Sowing means to bury the crop seeds in the soil to proper depth, not very high, not very low. Are known as sowing. You know well what is sowing. After sowing, the seedling of crops produce and small crops find in our fields. Then we need some fertilizers. This next topic is adding manure and fertilizer. Adding manure and fertilizer. So, what is manure and what is fertilizer? First, you know manure and fertilizer, two different things. Manure are natural substance, organic substance that we prepare in the field, in soil, with home material and agricultural wastes. And it is a organic substance. It do not harm the soil and the crops in any way. But fertilizer are nutrient specific. Nutrient mean three nutrients mostly needed in the soil. These three nutrients are NPK. What is NPK? N means nitrogen. N means nitrogen, P means phosphorus, and K means potassium. Three nutrients are most needed for soil. NPK, nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. So fertilizer is used because crops need NPK, but fertilizer is most relevant not. It is harmful for soil as well as crops. If we use excessively fertilizer, then our soil will barren. So we control to use fertilizers. If very necessary, then you use fertilizer, but not necessary, you do not use. In the space of fertilizer, these days we can use biofertilizer that are also nutrient specific, that are also NPK variant. Next topic, adding manure fertilizer. Crops require to water. For giving water, we need to irrigate. Next topic is irrigation. What is irrigation? To supply water at regular interval to the crops is known as irrigation. You know what is irrigation? After knowing irrigation, we must know source of irrigation. What is source of present in our country in irrigation? There are two sources. Firstly, natural source. Secondly, artificial source of irrigation. Natural source, rain, river, and the other hand, artificial source of irrigation, hand pump, tube well, and canals, and many others. And two systems of irrigation are also present in our country, that are firstly traditional, secondly modern system of irrigation. Irrigation two system. Firstly traditional or secondly modern. What are traditional system of irrigation? In ancient time, many traditional systems are used, such as moat, rahat, dheki, as you saw in picture in your textbook, just like this. Here moat, secondly chain pump, third dheki, rahat. These are known as traditional system. But in modern time, there is scarcity of water. So modern time we use another system of irrigation. Two most modern irrigation system are known as drip irrigation and sprinkler system. Both are sufficient, both are necessary. In modern system, at first we tell you about sprinkler system. What is sprinkler system? In sprinkler system, you must see sprinkler in garden. That sprinkler are also used in the field. At first we arrange tubes or pipes in the field, and at sufficient space or gaps we establish a sprinkler that are rotates around and sprinkle water, and so field is irrigated. And secondly, drip irrigation. In this irrigation also tubes and pipes are drawn or arranged in the field. In these tubes, very small pores like hair-like pores present in tubes. That from that pores, water comes from, and drop to drop goes to the root of the soil. And from this from this irrigation completed water, and water also safe. So modern system of irrigation is important. We use modern system as possible. Next topic is protection from weeds. Protection from weeds. Protection from weeds. How we protect from weeds? To know, firstly we know what are weeds. Weeds is also a plant, but we do not grow weeds. Weeds grow automatically of the plant with crops, but these weeds very harmful. That harm crops. How harm? They are competitive to the crops and use more nutrients than crops. So we remove weeds. How we protect from our crop from weeds? There are two methods to protect from weeds. First, mechanical method. In this method, we uproot weeds from hands or hoe, and other method is chemical method, in which a chemical that are known as weedicides. You know weedicides. Weedicides are chemicals that are manufactured in factories and used in fields. Spread it our hands or sprinkler, and for sprinkle this, weeds destroy or dead, but crops do not harm these weedicides. But we do not use more chemicals. I advise you, we use our hand or hoe to remove weeds. Next topic is harvesting. What is harvesting? Next topic about harvesting. Harvesting of crops. In harvesting is most important part in growing of crops or crop production, in which when crops becomes golden yellow and produce some sounds when air blow, it means our crop is ready to harvest. And harvesting is done also by two methods. Firstly, in sickles to by hand, and secondly machines that are not harvesters. But many farmers do not have harvesters, so they use sickles to harvest crops. Harvesting is not last topic. After harvesting, two process in harvesting. Firstly is threshing, secondly winnowing. In threshing, stalk is separated from grains, but yet chaffs are present in this grain, and chaffs are separated by winnowing machine or by hand method. In winnowing, we use direction of air in hand method and separate chaff from grains, and grain is separated from, and now our crops grains is ready. But one most important method is left, that is known as storage. What is storage? To store safely the grain is known as storage. We store grains in our godowns, homes, and government also provide protection for buildings for crops that are known as granaries or silos or FCI godowns, in which any farmer use their crops to protect, and when he need, they return they get his crop from granges and silos. So mainly harvesting is completed, and we know how we grow crops and how we harvest. But we all know harvesting of crop products is not a new method of in ancient time. When we early met, our ancestors do not know what is agriculture, how we produce plants. Accidentally they know that if we bury seeds in the soil, then crop produce, then we develop more than ancient times. But we have to know more things, and we know, as we know, India is the agriculture country. So we all know about agriculture. We all know how to produce crops. And in previous day, we start your PDF. We give you PDF. That PDF, if you have not, then I show your PDF. Please pause video and note this PDF as I shown. Firstly, this PDF. Second, third, fourth, thanks all of you. If anyone have problem, please write in comment. I can do my best to solve your problems. That's all.